Greetings everyone, it's Greifer here. We're bringing you a Clan Battles Season 16 matchup between SCCC and TNG. Now we are on the North American server, we are on the map Trident. Now here you can see that TNG are bringing Ohio, a Kremlin, a Napoli, Moskva, Petro, a Kleber, and a Smaland. And for SCCC, we are bringing in a Schlieffen with Sinners, Pikachu's in the Kremlin, Albino, Sugar in the Des Moines, I'm in the Napoli, we got Kisu in the Petropavlovsk, Delta in the Kleb, and Fuzz in the Ragnar. As you can see, pretty standard map configuration on Trident. We've had the same particular layout even when we played Tier 6 Clan Battles season, so it can be a small map. It's a bit devastating for cross shots if you actually get caught out. Now, as you can see here from the get-go, we are pushing in the Kleb into Charlie, trying to get early contest. And we've got the Ragnar doing likewise down at, or going up to Alpha, but you got the big island between A and B that can protect your vessels. And most teams will use those corners in the northeast for Alpha, or the northwest, south and southwest for Bravo. So you've got lots of little hidey holes and trying to get cross shots into them. As you can see, the Schlieffens are coming over with me. Des Moines taking up from the south. It's really like a Des Moines Island. It gets really good protection cover from there. We've got the enemy Kleb coming into Charlie. Delta has a bit of a salvo. Trade early. Delta rebounds off the island hard. Some extra fire going into that Kleb. He will counter us here. He'll get on the cap. Right, they have their Smaland reversing into Bravo. As I mentioned, that island to the northwest gives him a lot of cover. He's out of my gun range for the Napoli. Schlieffen may be able to lob some shots. Delta's getting some shots in here, but likewise, if the enemy get up where I'm going here, Delta will be in a bit of trouble, so it's trying to give him a bit of cover. Nice damage on the Smaland from Delta. Just biding my time. My torps go 13.5. Trying to get them out there if the Kleb does poke or peek at an inopportune time. Potentially trying to get him and ensure that he takes some damage. Kleb's been lit here. It's driving him out. Des Moines opening up. We're trying to drive him out onto my guns if he stays lit long enough. He's taking some damage here. Shells out. Just at 22. We get a nice 2800. He's down to 18. He's dark. But we've taken him off the cap for now. I'm going to watch. I can see the shells coming here from Itinerant Cruiser. He's in the Kremlin. Bit game. Then again, being in a cruiser broadside, all you need is one shell to get a sit, and that could be the end of it. At this stage, we're trying to work out where their Moskva and their Petro is. There's only two logical conclusions. One is to counter us, and the other one would be on the 1-2 side. I put up a spotter plane here, trying to get, not spotter plane, a fighter plane, just trying to get that vision. Yep, so we've got the Petro here. He's just radar because he's lit, and that means we have the Moskva on the other flank. I stay here at this point because Kremlin doesn't have shots at me. Ohio doesn't have shots at me, but I mean, I'm in radar. He's going to be close enough to Hydro, so I've got to be careful. So we're still up 2 caps to 1. Hit point trades are slightly in our favour. Enemy with their Smaland is on Bravo cap now. Ragnar from Fuzz lights him up, but we've got no one really in position to hit him other than Delta, but Delta's not in the enviable position because the Smaller can hit him and the Petra can hit him now as well. A whole range of things can hit him. Oh, it has a cheeky shot and misses. Some nice counterfire on the Ohio. It was a tough fight at Bravo at the moment. We have held on to it, but we're not winning that at this moment. The Petro in Kisu is locking down the Napoli, and Moskva over on the A side. Kremlin's coming in full ball. Our Kremlin's kiting. Here comes the Kleber, is lit for a few moments, but here Delta takes a bit of fire, a bit from everyone. Kleber hits him, Smaland hits him, and he's got to get out of there. Petro's having pot shot, and he's good focus fire from TNG there, but Delta is up to the task. He evades those salvos and gets out of dodge. So the call comes in now where to push this Petro. He's isolated. Kleber's off to the northwest. Ohio, even though he is nose in, we've ascertained that the Petro here is the weak one. We're trying to use the Schlieflin to push north and get the Petro to come out onto my guns. I should have gone for Kleber here rather than trying to keep it onto the Ohio. Not enough lead time from memory. Yeah, 600, 1 over pen. Should have had the HE for it. I would just wish we did more damage to this Kleber. Nice hits there by Sinners into Schlieffen. Petro's... Oh, there's the Kremlin shells. I've got to be very careful with my angling here. I can't drive in because I'll give it up to the Ohio. I'd give it up to the Petro, and I can't go any more angled on because then I will give it up to the Kremlin. Leopards are getting hit hard here. Des Moines and Kleb and Ragnar are all putting in massive amounts of firepower into it. Sinners is taking the brunt though. You can see everyone from TNG's going whole hog at him. Sinners secures it. It's not going to be much longer for this world at this rate. Don't get the fire onto the Kleb that I wanted. So rather than pushing in, that call is, it's not great putting in a Napoli in at a 2v1 at this stage really. With Kremlin cross shooting as well, so the call's to turn around and just disengage. So look, we've just passed 9 minutes, and it's not a great game for me. I've only done 9,000 damage. It is what it is. Kremlin takes a pot shot here, thinking I'm still advancing north, but turning completely out. Don't want to take that fight. Napoli's actually caught out here. The enemy TNG Napoli, you can see they've got 2v1 against the Petro, but with Pika into Kremlin and Kisu into Petro, they should make a good short work of Dr. Drunk in his Napoli there. He's going to have to give up side to someone. Bedlam Brand does cross shots. He's going for the Petro here. Really, really nice shooting. They can see the opportunity. They've made the Petro pull back, and they're going to make him hurt for it. This is what I mean. Trident's a small map. You get your BBs into a position, you make other vessels push back, you can get those cheeky cross-map shots if you're looking for them. So here goes another salvo out on the Petro. He's basically broadside stationary. There goes Kisu. Nice shot from the Ohio. Secures him. Hopefully we can get the Napoli in trade. He's really, really low. Focus fire now should be the Ohio. I make a mistake here. I decide to reverse of all things. So I'm literally sitting here. Bad enough angle. I take a sit. I do take one there. Still 2 boats down a piece. Napoli goes down of Dr. Drunks. The Kremlin's coming through. You can see the Kremlin's now pushing in from A to B. We've got nothing in place to stop him. Fuzz is doing an amazing job. He's got a Smaland, Kremlin, and friends all anchoring him in. You can see him there in Bravo reversing in a Ragnar. He has no torps. He's only got guns. Kleb's coming in for him as well. He's going hot here. Still focusing the Ohio, so Fuzz is hitting at the enemy Smelling. You can see the hit point trades, even though Fuzz is half. When you're getting a 2 or 3, here comes Ohio, shells on him. And the Ohio hits him for enough. He's going to take out the Smelling. Kremlin gets Fuzz there, pushes around the corner enough to kill him, which is a shame because he could have done some work against that Kleb. But TNG going to give up the Ohio down to 200. We're pretty much calling it done. And he gets a heal. Bedlam Brad gets a heal off, but not long enough. Albino Sugar in his Des Moines secures it beautifully. So we're up 4-3. We're up now only on the 1 cap. TNG is securing Bravo. We're going to get resets here, but you can see here Delta's still really low health, so he's done a really good job of nursing those hit points from when you got caught out at Charlie. Shots in from Pikachu in the Kremlin. We're trying to reset Itinerant Cruiser here. Trying to use my speed here to evade some of these shells, and if anything, it hurt me more. Getting a fight. We can keep resetting this Kremlin for a while. We've got the Des Moines still playing cat and mouse. We've got the Moskva on the 2 line. We've got Pikachu coming up in the Krem. So Kremlin's now slowing down because he does not want to leave the cap. Guns are looking at me, so Albino Sugar can reverse up here and just get cheeky resets on him as well. Delta and the Klebs just shooting over the islands. There we get a fire on the Krem. He's starting them out now with a bit of focus fire. You see the Krem's trying to rotate his guns. It looks like he wants a shot on Albino here. So I can tell the Kleb airs in my vision because I'm lit. Kremlin doesn't have me lit, but there's nothing else. My fighter plane goes up and we spot the Moscow. He gets a nice solid hit. 6k threw me on my nose there. That's not a bad AP salvo. 6 up, 6k all up. We're getting him down, whittling him down very, very slowly. And then we spot the enemy Kleb here. 5,000 hit points. Delta opens up. He's got only a smidge of health himself. He's actually getting really, really good salvos here. Misses that one. I expected the Kleb to turn more to the right, and I missed that salvo. 2,300. He takes a big hit, does Delta, but he's nearly got the enemy Kleb, and I shoot 700. Oh my god. I still can't believe that was going to miss, and Delta goes down, so we're 3-3. Kremlin's on life support. Looks like he's going to trade for the Moskva out on the 1 line. That's not a great result for us. That means we do not get Alpha back, so it's 2v2. I'm on life support. I'm using my last heal. We've got a Kremlin and a Kleber. So they've got the Vision. We've got a Des Moines and a Napoli. We're down on caps, but we've got a healthy lead so far. I don't have a fighter plane for another 40 odd seconds, but we're expecting the Kremlin to come in balls deep because he can try and blat me in one salvo. I'm lit, so Kleb knows where I am. You could see Charlie got touched, so I popped smoke. Thankfully I did, because right in front of me is a bloody Kremlin, and he's not going to come through the gap, so I'm worried here at this point. A proxy, nice shots there by Albino, gets another couple K off him. Secondary's going, I'm going to be aware of my proxy, 1.9. Good shot there by Cruiser, but I wasn't going that way, thankfully. So 1.9 is my proxy range. I can't torp because he's going further on, so I always constantly look at the torps, but at no point are they really any good. Maybe at this stage I should have torped right now, I think. I waited too long. With the speed of those torps, he probably would have made it out anyway. So we've got smoke coming up here. Cruiser's going to get a salvo on me when my smoke dissipates in 3 seconds. So Sugar's done an amazing job at getting this Kremlin down to 35. Here comes the salvo. A hard turn to starboard. And... oh, Jesus. And here comes the counter salvo on the Kleb. Battle of the Cripples, nearly. Fighter aircraft is up for another 30 seconds. Albino's going to move into Bravo, so we're not going to be fully out of the game. Secondaries go off here. Getting some key resets with the SAP secondaries, not going to lie. But with the fighter up and now radar being available, Albino's going to do something really cheeky here. He's going to shoot over that little... The Kremlin's backed up enough that Albino can hit him through the north side of that island. And look at him melt him with that AP. Albino does take a bit of a chunk there, but we're down. Got the Kremlin down to 10,000 hit points, 5,000. Oh, 1,100. 1,100, so I'm on 15k. We've got the hit points on this one. Albino's popped a heal. We've got the cap. Bravo. We've got the lead. Charlie's a contested. So literally the next vessel to die wins. You can see both teams probably desperately looking at which direction the Kremlin's guns are looking at. So keep looking. I keep getting told they're looking at me, so I can't come out. Should have probably had AP loaded at this point to hit the nose of the Kremlin. For some reason I had my HE loaded. But we'll see how this one goes. We've got the Kleber Torps coming in, so he hasn't moved into the cap. He's obviously keeping Albino Sugar lit here. We're constantly talking in the comms, saying where the Kremlin's guns, and it's constantly back and forward. It's between you, so he could rotate either way. Albino takes a torp. He's going to push the Kremlin. He's driving him forward. I'm now proxied. He's trying to not get hit by Sugar here. We're at 977, 980. We'd win either way. Here's his nose, and we get it. We get it. What? What a game. It went down to the wire. The high 900s, if I went down or Sugar went down, would have been a TNG win. That was an awesome, awesome game to kick off. Well, not kick off. The first week of Clan Battles Season 16. It was a good win to SCCC over TNG. Now, if you have enjoyed this content, please click the subscribe button below in YouTube, or you can give my content a follow on Twitch with the details in the description below. Take care out there, and I'll see you out there in the game.